So let's speak about what we've just gone over and to recognize how these truths can help us in life develop and grow. And if we could implement these teachings in our lives, if we can implement our teachings, what's going to happen is that we're going to give ourselves the ability to open up to something new. However, if we just hear it and don't do anything about it, then okay, life will be lived as life is lived. So I'm asking of you not just to hear what I'm saying. Think about where you can implement this in your life. So the first point that we covered was having a Rebbe. It's important to have a mentor. Mastery from any discipline was passed down through generation to generation through mastery, through mentorship. And that mastery could take place in many different ways. So you could find a mentor in books, you could find a mentor online. It's important to have a Rebbe, somebody who you could speak to that's incredibly real as well. So if you read a book, for example, read the book, and if the author's still alive, call up the author and maybe speak to them a little bit, see if you can get a connection with them. Okay, the second thing that we spoke about, be a Bal Kavana. Know what you want. Know what you want. Have a map of what you want, an idea of what you want. A Bal Kavana. Now, the other nakuda is practice, is slamdus. That what we need to do is teach ourselves. Lomed, to be learning and practicing. So when we have a mentor and we have kavana, we know what we want, and we've been given the tools, or we've been given the advice of what needs to take place, practice every single day. You know, there's a saying about daf yomi, it's more about the yomi than the daf. Now as well, something that we have to experience, and sometimes we forget this is bittul. That if we have a Rebbe and the Rebbe tells us something, we have to know times to mevatel ourselves, to surrender to somebody else or to the cause, whatever it may be. Because if we constantly think we know what's going on, forget about it. We're going to lose ourselves. We don't know what's going on. So the experience of bittul is important, to surrender ourselves, to allow somebody else to help us grow. The other nakuda is Mesiras Nefesh. What's Mesiras Nefesh? So we can translate Mesiras Nefesh, living on the edge. That if we want to grow, we have to move out of our comfort zone. We cannot stress this enough. So when we bring together, if I want to grow, if I want to develop these elements, having a mentor, knowing what you want, having a way to practice it, learning, hislamdus and avodah, learning, bittul, to say, you know what, you know better than me and I'm going to trust you. And then as well, Mesiras Nefesh, the Indian of Mesiras Nefesh, living on the edge. My nefesh, as we've discussed, is going to give me the fears and insecurities. What we're saying here is Mesiras Nefesh. I have to cut away from my nefesh. I have to live on the edge in order to achieve what I want. I'm going to face fears, insecurities, uncomfortabilities. But you know what? I could move out of my comfort zone. I can achieve.